G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I am playing a brand new game of Final Fantasy 15. This is a self-imposed challenge run. I'm going to be doing the game right the way through using the Nixperience ring, which
I
limits
think
your
we
level
can
to
forget
level
about
1.
hitching our way
So
there.
I'm going to be trying to
Thought
use
people were friendly
a
outside of
bit
the
of the
city.
tactics that I've
Maybe
been
we can
going over in my
recapture the
guides to get
kindness of
overpowered
strangers.
weapons early.
You're just gonna have to
So I'll
push
be
our
combining
way.
that with a few other little tricks, hopefully, to get through this game in a decent amount of time. For the main part, I'm going to leave the cutscenes in, but when it comes to loading screens, I'm probably going to edit them out. I'll see how it goes. If I'm saying something amazingly interesting and deep during the loading screens, then I'll leave it in, but otherwise I'm just going to get rid of them. But the chances of me saying something amazing and deep during loading screens, it's pretty slim, so I'd expect them to be gone. So with the new holiday pack, we got a ring called an Experience Ring, and the way it works is you still gain experience, but when you stay at a hotel, it won't be tallied, I think they say, so it won't add to your level. No matter how much experience you get, it won't actually increase your base level. So that's for the whole party as well. So I'll be going through level 1 and hopefully we'll get to the end. I'm actually a little bit worried about it. There's some bosses, even when you're at level 99, they take a flogging. They take a long time to die. So we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be abusing magic a fair bit. I think that's probably going to be the best friend of this run through. And I'll also be doing things like getting the upgraded weapons from Sid. I think most of them you get chapter 2, chapter 3, which would be quite good. And also we'll be going for the accessories from the 10 Gil Justice Monsters 5 machine. So I don't know if I'm going to leave those in yet or not, because that game, it's boring to play, so I imagine it'd be boring to watch. I might leave one session in just so you guys can see how I do it, how I get my 90 chests or 99 chests. But I'll be using that mainly to go for the HP up. I think is going to be probably the biggest help. And yeah, that's about it. I think we'll get into it. And here we are at Hammerhead. Hammerhead, I like the area. The area is kind of cool. I'm not really too sure about their accents though. It's a bit, it grates a little bit. I don't, yeah, I understand what they were going for, but it just, ugh, I don't know, I can't do it. Cindy, Cindy, Cindy. What do you guys think of Sydney? Cindy. I think it's a bit over the top. They just went a little bit too far on her, I think. She's a bit, yeah, just too over the top, like bikini sticking out and top down. Like, don't get me wrong, I like women, but this is just, I don't know, it's too far in your face. It's a bit shameless. And blondes, I've got 3 blonde sisters, so for me, blonde girls, I find it hard to break the association, so for me it's always brunettes or very dark-haired girls. Like Noctis, he's a dark-haired girl. Sid. I don't mind this Sid, but he just seems a little bit grumpy. He opens up a bit later in the game, I guess, after you upgrade the ultimate weapon, but generally, I don't know, he's a bit too distant, I would say. I'll say now, I haven't actually watched Brotherhood or Kingsglaive. I know, that's, you can shoot me for it, but in the first place, I didn't know how important it was to watch them. So I thought, oh yeah, whatever, I'll pick up the story when I play the game, but I didn't realize just how much they'd omit from this story. So at some point I'm going to have to go back and watch it, and I'm sure I'll kick myself for not doing it earlier, but yeah. Okay, first things first, we are going to jump into our gear menu and we'll see what we got. I think I got a few DLC weapons as well. Accessories. I'm going to have to use up my one slot with the Nixperience Band. I'm going to chuck that on there. And I'll see if the other guys can use the AP boosting stuff. So I can get the AP early. Warriors Fanfare. A+. We'll get... That gives 1 AP after you finish a battle, if you get an A+ in offense. And him... Ignis, I will give the Blitz's Fanfare, which give you an A+ if you get... sorry, it gives you AP, 2 AP, if you get an A+ in time for any normal battle. Now, it doesn't work in training, so you can't just do the training trick over and over and over and over again to get lots of experience, so... or AP rather. So yeah, but it'll help. It'll all add up. So I'm gonna give him the Mage Mashers, I think, and I think Noctis will take the. Did I get the Masamune? Yeah, Masamune. I'll take that. Keep the Engine Blade. We'll upgrade that pretty quick, I think. Did we get anything else new? Maybe I'll take the... No, that'll be fine. I'll keep it like that. What can we give Prompto as an accessory? Ring of Resistance. I'll use that a bit later when I get a bit more powerful magic, but at the moment I might just up our drop rate because we're going to need Gil and things like that. So as you can see, everything brand new game, no AP, no Ascension, no experience. Elemancy, all standard stuff there. Anyway, I think we're good to go. So for the main part, I'm just going to be pretty much just powering through and getting it done. Sorry, I'll get rid of that stamina bar. No, not going to let us. Anyway, I'll get rid of it later. Oh, Cindy's got something for us. This is classic, man. She says she doesn't want you to get lost and gives you a map of the entire world. It's like you go to a new city and you're like, oh, I wonder where the local tram is. And someone hands you a map of the entire Earth and goes, oh yeah, mate, find your way around. And not very effective, Cindy. Maybe says something about her intelligence. Anyway, we're just going to go YOLO style and not buy any items. I'll just see how it goes. Yeah, hopefully I just don't get it handed to me in the first battle. Stamina, we'll turn that off. There we go. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to motor through the main story, and we're pretty much going to ignore most of the hunts until... Yeah, until I get the upgrade quests and things like that. I don't... What am I doing? No idea. You can see just how fantastic I am at this game. It's unbelievable. I think the first time I played through, I always had the idea of making guides for this game, so I was really trying to push myself through it and just nose down, just smashing through it so I get to the guide section of it. Have a look what hunts we got up. Get him to give us some info. But yeah, I just really wanted to get, as soon as I could, finish it and try and get guides out and kind of ride that hype wave of Final Fantasy. Food there, mate. Alright. Now, what are we doing? Shopping? Do we have to shop? I guess. Alright. Surely not. This is terrible, terrible start to a walkthrough. I bet the confidence is just, it's overflowing at the moment. Oh, there you go. Alright. No idea what triggered that, but anyway. Ah, going into the shop made us realize we had no gil. Anyway, Cindy will fix us up. Yes. Let's get a loan. I don't... The dialogue system was quite flawed. I felt none of the choices were really that meaningful. Yeah, I don't get it. I think some ways, if you answer right, they give you AP or XP, but for the most part, it's like 10. I think once I've seen 50 AP, but it's hardly worth the expense. Alright, so we gotta go eliminate some pests. Oh yeah, there you go. 10 AP, that's not bad. I don't think we can really do much with it at the moment. I'll do chain attack, I guess, for now. We're gonna get AP soon anyway. At some point I'll have to farm a whole bunch of it. Hopefully those new rings, it's not gonna do too much, but, you know, every little bit counts. This kinda has a slight, well, apart from the modern stuff around, a slight Fallout-ish feel to it. In the end game even more so, but yeah, you don't really get to explore that all that much. Alright, let's go kill some nasties. I'm anticipating getting my ass handed to me quite often, but the biggest thing that I'm worried about is just fights they're gonna take forever. Like, even when you're doing things correctly, they can just go on and on and on. The Masamune is great, I love it. It's really a shame with these DLC weapons that you don't get to use the skins on later weapons, because the way it is, you upgrade out of them so fast. 3 groups of enemies, it must be. It seems so long ago that I was back here. I suppose, what, 2 weeks or something since the release? Maybe 3? And you're going to see me, because I'm talking, I'm going to be missing that sprint all the time. If I had more accessory slots, I'd probably be equipping the stamina badge, just because I always miss that sprint. There we go. Pro. And I'm killing scorpions, and they're already taking like 2-3 hits with the Masamune, so it's a bit worrying. If I can get the ultimate blade as early as possible, it's gonna help out a whole heap. And if we can get a Cactua needle, then it's gonna help out with the auto crossbow pretty early as well. And I'm thinking I might go after the Drain Lance, but I'm worried about killing the Coral, and also the Bioblaster might help out as well. We can poison bosses with that. That tends to do a fair bit of damage, and I can just run around squealing like a little girl while they take some damage. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Oh, what's going on there? See, Masamune looks amazing. It's great. It's really a shame with pretty much any weapon that isn't the DLC ones is quite forgettable. They didn't really use that great of models for them, I thought. Like in other Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy VII especially, and Final Fantasy VIII, well, Final Fantasy VIII, it was all about the Buster Sword and the Gunblade. Like, you knew the weapons by the end of it. This, I can't really mention any very unique weapon that I love. Like, the Masamune is one of the better ones for me, but then again, it's just a generic samurai sword, so, well, a big ass one at that, but yeah. So the main thing you might notice about this playthrough is I'm doing a lot of things that maybe other people do, maybe you do, I'm not sure. But I don't really have any real life friends that play this at the moment, or even any online friends that play this at the moment. So I don't really bounce my ideas or anything off anyone. That's why sometimes when I release guides, afterwards someone will say, hey, why didn't you just do this? Or why didn't you just do that? It's because you know, I don't really talk to anyone about it, so I can't really get their feedback on what they're doing differently to me, so... Alright, we have to rescue the dog tag guy, I think it is. Wow, I completely forgot any of this happened.
So, what did Cindy say? Needs us to find some Dave guy.
He went missing.
Not missing.
What is he doing in the shed anyway? Oh, I think he's got beat up by a dog or something like that. I can understand doing these quests at this stage in the game, but later on when you're doing some fairly minor hunts and stuff, you're thinking, why is a prince who just went through all this crap doing this stuff? Oh, that wasn't an openable door. There we go. I don't think he's in this place, no.
What's this?
Codename Bloodhorn. Characteristics: red tusks, extremely violent, outstanding bounty on saber tusks in the area. Ooh. Foreboding. Bang. Nice shot.
We are now.
So from the start, I like Gladio's character the most, but even then I think he's a bit cliche. Well, that's JRPGs, I guess. It's just full of cliches. But Ignis I thought was pretty cool. The only thing that got me with Ignis is his "that's it," and next minute he would come up with a new recipe. "I've found a new recipe," I think he says, or something along those lines. But you would think the amount of time they know you're going to hear that, they could at least give him 2 or 3 different ways. Like, he could say, "Oh, that'd make a great dish," or something, just every time. Whoop! Holy shit! Nearly got hit by a truck. Alright. That would be an unfortunate way to end the playthrough. Up to the windmill. I found these little bonus objectives kind of cool at the start, but they were really, really far between in late game, like to the point that I hardly even saw them at all. I don't know if it was an oversight on their part, or is I'm not triggering them properly, or what's going on. So overall, the battle system, it's not bad, but I am a really huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's probably one of my favorite games. Until later on in the series, when it just gets, the storyline is so convoluted and just, it's crazy to follow. But the first 1 or 2 was just really great, and the battle system was just so fun to play. I really, really enjoyed that game. Even grinding, it never felt like a task. I just really enjoyed it, and the whole Disney thrown in there and Square characters was, I don't know, I really like that game. I'm looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think 2.8 comes out on January the 24th, so I'll be picking that up definitely and running through it. Although, as far as guides go for that, I think the game's been out so long, unless they add some new mechanics to it. There we go, we'll do it for free. Unless they add some more mechanics to it, I don't know, I don't think I can make any guides for it, but I may anyway, because it's been a long time, and I'm sure people will be searching for the new one, but we'll just see how it goes.
Way to show some spunk.
Spunk.
Let's get ready to kick some tail.
30 XP. Nice. Mutant Marauder, locate the target. Alright. What's going on here, Ignis?
It would be wise to rest up before we
I don't think so, mate. For the most part, I neglected to really eat meals or anything. I know they can be really powerful, but I don't know, like I said, I was just nose down pushing through the game. There is a food later on. I'm not sure exactly where we get it, but it's called the Equalizer. Well, it gives you an Equalizer buff, and I think you do more damage based on the level difference between you and the enemy. So hopefully that is still pretty good for us. We'll see how it goes though. a lot of things. We'll see how they go. I'm Yeah, I'm unsure of how successful this playthrough will be yet. The landscape, I thought, the area map is kind of cool. It's good to be around in at first. It looks nice enough, but I really got bored of the desert pretty quickly actually. I spent quite a bit of time here doing the cactuar videos and a few different farming videos, and I don't know, it just seems like such a bland area to start in. I know it goes with the theme and everything, but I would like really lush forest type areas, like the really old school RPGs where you start off with a big ass castle and then you've got nice rivers and grasslands and stuff around it. This is a pretty badass moment from Gladio too. If only he had a skill like ankle tap or something like that, a tech skill that he could do all the time and just knock enemies over. Give him in a vulnerable state, that'd be pretty cool. It's funny that such a big ass rhinoceros thing could have only a level of 2. Like, how could he get so big and just be level 2? Oh, we'll try another, we'll go Gladio. Gladio, I've noticed with his Tempest, or as well as his Divine Hammer actually, you can, sometimes he'll just jump on the spot and he'll be ages away from where he actually needs to be, and he won't actually connect with the attack at all. It's pretty bad AI in that regard. I mean, there's some amazing things done with this game, but some of the bugs are just so glaringly obvious. It would have been nice to have them fixed up before release. And you'll notice I'm not very, I'm not concentrating too hard, so I'm missing my dodges and everything. If you're looking for a playthrough where some master ninja is dodging all the moves and just kicking ass, probably not the playthrough for you. I'm still a bit newbie in that regard, despite my like 70 hours played on this. That's a problem I did have with the combats. Wow, that's a beautiful shot there. Amazing. The one of the problems I did have the combat with, a problem I'd had with the combat on this was that I felt like some fights, either they were punishingly hard where every single hit would kill you, or you could basically just spam triangle, like warp strike into them, and then hold the attack button. I don't know, I didn't... At the start I was liking it and I was joining the battle system, but later on I just felt it was really lacking. The integration of magic would have been nice if you could, like, say, do a short combo with your short sword, then switch to a fire spell and chuck a fireball, and then switch back to your great sword and finish them off, or something along those lines would be really nice. It just feels like it breaks the flow of combat too much. I found that also with the tech skills. It feels like a little bit like it breaks the flow. I wish it'd be a bit more, I don't know what the word, yeah, fluid, I guess. So I'm really missing my Chocobo right now. I had a level 10 one and his sprint was, yeah, great. It really helps getting around. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. We take this dude on later in our search for the legendary weapons, and he's a beast. I think the first time I rocked up to him, I was recording a video because I made a video to get the legendary weapons. I walked up to him and I thought, oh yeah, I'll start recording now. And he took one step and then stood on me and killed me straight up. So yeah, he's a bit of a bastard that way. But he's nowhere near as hard as the Tonberry Knights were. Those guys hacked me up for a good half hour. I've been told though, if you use the ring and you just dodge, the holy attack will do quite a bit of damage to them. Oh man, I gotta keep my focus on that sprint. I'm missing it every single time. And yeah, there I go again. I'm thinking I'm gonna give somebody the ring to just keep us sprinting. I'm gonna do it. I'm sick of even seeing me miss it. Hopefully I can give it to Gladios. Dude, no, I have to wear it. Oh well, we will give... I will wear the badge, and Gladios can wear the Nixperience. That'll do. That'll work out. That's good. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Our Crown City upbringing didn't prepare us for this.
I've said this before, I don't know why they would put such a feature in. I don't see how it adds depth or strategy or anything. I don't know, yeah. The only thing I can think of, well, this wasn't really intended, but the pity boss, I think, or pity beast, a dungeon later on in the game with the jump puzzles. You can actually use the sprint renew or the sprint refresh to cheese a few of the mechanics in there or skip jumps, etc. There we go. Sydney's going to give us a new car. And I miss the Type F already. I got the flying car at the end and I had it all painted up yellow with a white racing stripe and cactuar on the side. Just pimped out, and now we got the Black Beast back. Which I forgot about too. The Type F has unlimited fuel, and this one has about 3 pinhead drops of fuel in it. I mean, the amount of time that you run out of fuel is just... I know they said they wanted to make it realistic, but it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'll do a delivery for the girl.
No, not at all.
Perfect. Thought you'd say yes.
I know it's hot, but man, she has 0 clothes on. And we're running around in jackets and pants and boots with long ass hair. I guess it's classic role-playing games, like women wear with like nipple tassels and a bikini when the men have like 42-foot plate on. We'll give Ignis a go. I found the driving, I was really hoping that it would be some cool, not quite Grand Theft Auto driving, but it's just so on rails. I don't feel any compulsion to drive myself. It just, yeah. What did you guys think of the driving sections of the game? At start I thought, oh, this is all right, but at the same time I was kind of really hoping to just get out in the world and do things. I know they try to use it to build up the bro relationship and kind of get that camaraderie going, but I feel maybe there was better ways to do it. I suppose it's their story, they're telling it the way they want, but for me, I don't know, it just doesn't strike a chord. But I really like their banter and just them talking. It looks as realistic as you could, I suppose, for a video game. It seems kind of natural and flowing. Their character types don't really, I feel they don't really mesh that well, but yeah. It would be good if you could kind of have personal interactions with the guys at camp, or say when you sit in the car, and it kind of brings you closer to them, and maybe you can have like a preferred friend or a best friend or something, and then maybe get unique dialogue options with them, or say you're doing weird poses in photos together or something like that. A little bit of personalization to it. I feel like this one, out of all the Final Fantasies, well, probably since Final Fantasy 13 actually, there's no real personalization to it. I know it's a role-playing game, but usually I put myself into that role, but with this I feel like I'm watching something unfold. Which I guess they can go deeper into characters and situations and things that way, but I've always been a big fan of like the silent protagonist. I know it's been done to death and people are probably sick of it, but I kind of like to project myself onto that main character, and with Noctis it's just, Yeah, I can't do it. At the start of the game, it's like he should be called obnoxious or something. He's just his attitude is just piss poor. What are we doing? Gotta keep focus. Hotel? They're gonna force us to sleep?
All came all the way out here to deliver the goods.
Oh, we had to deliver, of course.
We'll take it out of the truck.
One of the problems I have with the game, well, early on, I was banking XP because I wanted to kind of use the better hotels. But the game so often forces you to go to, well, sleep at certain times. I really wish you'd have avoided that. You should have the option just to purely not sleep and progress with the story. I didn't really like that it forced you to.
Just a sec.
There's young Noctis and Luna Freya. Luna Freya?
Nice flower.
Hmm.
It's the same kind.
It's my daughter's name is actually Freya, which I
Sill blossoms.
think is kind of cool. I don't like the Luna Freya, but Freya's a nice name.
So,
I don't know about you guys, but I felt
favor to ask.
almost zero connection to
Take the
Luna
notebook with
in
you.
this story.
That's not all.
I don't really get it's like a long distance relationship or something where they're
Send it back.
sending slow ass text through the dog, and the dog must feel. I know they're like some magical creatures, but to be using magical, oh, what are we gonna say? Got it. I'm just gonna give it the cold shoulder. I'm hoping that Iris just out of nowhere just says, "Hey, let's run away together." I would do it. I'd be jumping on that. Or Aranea, possibly. But Luna Freya, I don't know.
All set.
I can't do it. I've got a little bit of a romantic bone in me, but it's
Not gonna tell me.
not for that. I don't feel it. I really don't feel it.
You don't say.
Maybe it's the blonde thing. Still not there for me.
Let's see ourselves to
Alright, head to Golden Key. Sorry, everyone says K. Golden Key. So I'm debating now. I think I'm going to do it while we're here. I am going to play some Justice Monsters 5. What better way to start a playthrough than with Justice Monsters 5? Like, come on. Everybody loves this game. It's fantastic. But I am going to go for the 90 chest reward. So maybe I'll put an annotation or something up so you can skip this, because, man, depending on how my luck goes, this could take a long while. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to edit this out, so I'll catch you on the other side of this. So we're back. I'm at 78 treasures, and I am hoping that I get 2 treasures right now. No. Alright, I've been at this thing for probably about 45 minutes, and just towards the end I realized that I won't actually be able to use the accessory that I'm going to get until probably about chapter 4, because I only have one accessory slot, and that is taken up by these no experience and AP gain rings. So we'll see how the game progresses. And it's looking like it's not going to give me the 2 on this round. Oh well, I'll keep going. So yeah, Justice Monsters 5. I don't know if you guys are into it or not, but I have played enough of this game for about 4 lifetimes, maybe 5 lifetimes. It's ridiculous the amount of time I had to put into it to do. I've done 3 guides on it now, and I think the first guide I did was the 10 Gil Machine, where I got every reward you could on it, and that was around about 600 and something treasures I have to get in total. So a huge task. I think my first day playing the game, I was stuck playing the Gil Machine for ages, hours and hours. It probably would have taken about 6 hours or so. and at the end of it I was just irate. I was ready to give up on the game, and I thought, if this doesn't go well on YouTube, then man, maybe I should reconsider what I'm doing. But to date, that's actually been one of my most successful videos, so I'm pretty happy with the results, and I think it paid off really in the end. And yeah, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be here right now, and I wouldn't have the subscribers I do. So I'm really thankful that I put in that extra work. I haven't seen many other guides that actually show you with all the accessories found. I'm assuming that not a lot of people wanted to go near it when they saw it, but yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'll do it for you guys. This is taking a lot longer than I thought, and I've already cut out a massive amount of this farming process. So yeah, about 2 hours in, and we've hardly killed anything, and we're playing bloody pinball. That's Final Fantasy for you. But I suppose that's what it is. It's all about the grind, the farm. We all know the story anyway, so all good. Now, I've been getting a lot of people telling me that they have problems with Justice Monsters 5, but I've tried my best to try and say like what I do and the techniques I use. And beyond that, I really don't know how else I can help people. The biggest obstacle I found to overcome is just the mind-numbing boredness. Right now I'm recording, so I can't really have that much music on in the background or anything, so the brain is just, your eyes kind of glaze over at about 20 treasures, and then it's just a matter of just tapping that B button. You can actually probably hear it in the background here. I apologize if you hear a bit of spammy buttons. Because I've just started the channel, I started the channel the day Final Fantasy was released, pretty much. I've only used what I have around the house, pretty much, for my recording. So I'm using just a pair of Turtle Beach headset with pretty crappy mic on it. So in the future, if this YouTube thing seems viable, keep building. 5 treasures, we get our 80. I am the frig out of here. Get me out, get me out. So I'm just gonna quit, and I think we'll get the Emerald Bracer, is it, or something like that? Platinum Bangle, and that is gonna give us some HP. What we got? Platinum Bangle, 700. I might chuck that on. I'll just try my best to sprint. Yeah. Anyway, back with it. And what I was saying about the equipment. Yeah, I'm pretty much just using what I had around the house. The only thing I bought for this process was the Elgato recording. Elgato HD60 is what I use for recording all the gameplay. So that's been my biggest initial outlay. But apart from that, everything else was just what I had on hand. So I apologize if my audio up to this point has been a bit scratchy. I try my best to clean it up with the Audacity, but sometimes it's hard if you're working with poor bass equipment. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, we have to drive to Golden Key. Alright. Get some sparklies. Debase coin. Don't really need them because I'm not going after experience, so... But otherwise, I don't think there's too much around here that we need. I'm pretty much ignoring the side quests, so that's not really an issue. After 70 hours playing, I still go to where I want to go, and then I hit map point, and it takes me back to where I was. So, bad habits. Anyway, let's head on. Go down to Golden Key and talk to the... Is it Dino? The Dino jeweler dude, and then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, the YouTube thing so far has been amazing. I really thought, and it's evident in my Resident Evil videos, I kind of thought maybe 2 or 3 weeks I'd have 50 subscribers and 100, 200 views on my on my channel, but I think the second video I made, the Justice Monsters 5, I think it rocketed up to like 20,000 views in the first few days it was up. So I was blown away. It was amazing to see the support. And then my subs started rising, and really good. I mean, I do put a fair amount of work into the videos, although it may not show. It's I'm really new to this whole editing thing, and my Photoshop skills are abhorrent. They're just non-existent. As you can see with my text in my earlier videos, it's just it makes me cringe. But yeah, I put in a lot of time, and I'm really happy to see the results of it. A big part of that was Reddit, and this is a tip if you guys are going to start a channel or anything. Reddit is really great. If you can make posts in a way that's not too clickbaity and you're not just begging for views, then it can be alright. Like, you make a nice informative post, try and put as much text around it as you can so that people aren't forced to watch a video. But yeah, just put your video up on the whatever subreddit you need, and generally you get some good support. And you know, people on there are pretty honest too. Like, if they don't like your work, they're going to say shut up and go away. But otherwise it's a pretty good place to do it. But it's crucial in your first, when you post your link, it's crucial in the first couple of hours. If it doesn't get upvoted, then it's pretty much going to get lost in the flood. But yeah, that was my experience with the YouTube channel, and of course the hype that was surrounding the Final Fantasy 15 really helped. So we're driving down to Golden Key, but I didn't even check the time, and it's getting quite late, so I'm hoping we're not going to get pounced by demons. If that's the case, I'm just going to have to run like a little girl, because there's no way I'm killing a red giant at this level. Oh, is this... Oh, crashed into the rails. It's funny, this game is... The driving segments are so on rails, but they still allow you to crash into things. It's kind of strange. See, I can't veer onto the wrong side, but they'll let me crash into a barrier. It's strange. And I don't know if you've tried the Regalia Type F, the Flying Regalia. My god, that thing... I hadn't really had a game over until I started flying that thing. I think in my Traveler video where I showed how to get the Regalia F, my first flight, I didn't know how to change the camera, which was one thing. And then I smashed into the ground trying to land. So yeah, not a very successful first run. Okay, we're here at Golden Key. We didn't get any encounters, fortunately. And we will go talk to Dino. Well, not quite parking there, are we? So, like I've said before, I'm pretty much skipping everything just going on with the story. But if you guys, if you like to see people pick up everything, every little dot around the map, then, I guess leave your comments and tell me how you feel, tell me how it's going. But unless it's going to be for a weapon upgrade or something along the lines of that, I'm pretty much going to be skipping it. Most of the good stuff you get post game anyway. In regards to weapon, there's a few I'll be picking up that are going to be very powerful, but besides that, it's pretty much just blowing through. Who's this guy, I wonder? I liked his character to begin with. He kind of had that, I don't know, Joker feel to him. But towards the end of the game, I don't know, I guess it's the certain loopholes in the story. I just felt he wasn't fully fleshed out enough. And regardless of any other content that I should have watched or any other media I should have watched, I just felt like there was too many holes in him, and he wasn't fully there for me. I just didn't empathize with his situation at all. But then I found it kind of hard to empathize with Noctis as well. I Yeah, well, we'll talk about it later when the plot comes up. I don't want to ruin it for anyone that's not quite there. This metal scrap, I think we've got a few metal scraps before, but this is, you can use it to upgrade one of your weapons later. And here you can actually buy some pretty good food from this girl. I think she gives you plus 40% experience or something. We'll get her to fill out our map a little bit and points around here. At some point I should really tackle fishing. I know I've been meaning to make a guide on it. Where is the... Is there an experience one here? Yeah, 10%. Okay, terrible. Anyway. I've been meaning to make a guide on fishing, but it's just... I don't know, man. I can't get into the fishing. It's just not my thing. Usually when I go fishing with mates or workmates or something like that, I fish for about 10 minutes and then all the rest of it is just drinking and joking around. Like, it's a good time, but I wouldn't exactly call it fishing.
Out of service indeed.
Out of service, the ferry. It'd be cool if the Regalia had like an aquatic mode. We could kind of have a submarine action like from Final Fantasy VII.
According to my sources, the Empire given strict orders not to let any.
Do you reckon this dude just sits around waiting for people to get on that boat and do some dodge?
Right, Prince Noctis? Name's Dino, by the way. Pleasure.
He's kind of got that drug dealer vibe to him. Well, I suppose he's kind of exploiting us a little bit.
Not by this reporter. Lucky for you, this reporter has integrity. If you want to remain incognito, I'll respect your
reporter.
wish in
Well,
exchange
anyway.
for a favor.
Man, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm going to stand my ground. I don't remember what choices I made the first time. I mean, I just feel they have so little impact that I never really went, oh man, I have to remember to do that. Oh, 150 EXP, that's...
The sound of tacit agreement.
Wow, stand back. It's hardly worth it. Like, it'd be really good if one of the choices just gave a massive bonus and you feel like, whoa man, I really made the right choice and it felt good, but you know, it just doesn't flow that way.
And your ship will come in. Don't, and the papers will run you out of town.
Anyway, so we have to do a task for this Dino dude, and then he's going to get us to where we need to be. Mineral deposit. I think later on in the game you have to hunt for gems for him or something along those lines.
We made much effort to keep it secret.
It would be good to sleep right now because we're going to face demons, but the hotel here is like 10,000 gil. So what I'm going to do instead is tow the car back to Hammerhead, and then we'll sleep at Hammerhead, and it will be daytime and we won't have to worry about the demons. Because at this level, in a level 1 play, we can't even think about facing demons at the moment. Even with level 99 and magic and everything in those, they still take a beating, so it's just not viable at all. I'm actually wondering how Ifrit will go at the end. He can be a bit of a sponge, like you just beat on him for ages and ages, so I hope it's not too painful in that regard. I'm not sure, can you use summons on him? I never got around to it. Will Titan and who's the other one? Leviathan help? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Oh, I totally forgot too. There's the train scene where we get Shiva. I plowed through that so bad. And I just realized that I'm talking through a loading screen and it doesn't really seem to be loading all that quickly. So there's a few things with this new patch. I've noticed there's quite a bit of slowdown sometimes. I don't know if we'll see it when I'm playing here, but I was running through Hammerhead and it just lagging so bad. I really hope it's not a common thing in this new patch. So like I said, we're going to rest up so we don't have to face demons and we can fast travel and blah blah blah. And you'll see here with the Nixperience ring that although we have experience, it won't go towards our level tally. If this thing will load. There we go. Our first rest stop, I guess it gives us a little cinematic for that. Fit for a king, that one looks like. It'd be interesting to see if the first time you sleep is at Golden Key. I wonder if you'd have a little short cutscene. I can't imagine you would, but it'd be pretty cool if it was kind of in the kitchen in the Golden Key and you were sitting around on the couch or something like that. That'd be great. Ah, happy family. And sometimes Prompto can have such a cloud look, and then other times yeah, it doesn't really work out that well. So, we got some... Do we have any photos? Good photos going on here. That's not too bad. He's got his eyes closed. Apparently, the lower your photography is with Prompto means you'll more often get characters with their eyes closed or in awkward positions or something along those lines.
Damn, this is a really good shot.
That's not too bad. I think everyone gets those shot.
I made sure I got the regalia's good side.
Little Doge there. Little long ass text message book. Oh, we got 15 photos. That's not bad. Pretty good one there of Arden. And a bit of Dino. Alright. All over, not bad. And that could be the start of a film clip or something right there. Anyway, we are going to grab these minerals, which are all the way down there. So, back to the car,
Hey, yes. Hi.
and we will head down to, I think I'll fast travel to Golden Key, and then I will drive up to the spot. That seems probably the fastest way to do it, I would say. Parking spot, Golden Key.
Everything in order.
Yep.
My God. Because I didn't go over the parking spot at Golden Key last time, I didn't actually learn it. So for future reference, if you want to learn a parking spot, you actually have to walk over it or possibly even drive over it. I think it's just walk over it. But yeah, don't be like me. So I should adjust where we're going. Put it on map point. And we'll go there. Anyway, unnecessary driving scene. Yeah, the driving scenes are pretty cool. Like I like the looking around at the map and things like that. But at the same time, I just feel like it's a lot of time spent traveling, especially when you have to factor in loading screens and cutscenes and everything. Sometimes you just want to get in, level or progress the story and not really have to worry about it all that much. I know in other games you would walk and there'd be little random encounters, but doing that would be rewarding. Even when you get the Ascension Grid nodes for driving, what gives you AP or experience for long travels, it's like 1 AP every 90 seconds, possibly. I think it's around that. Anyway, it's a ridiculously low amount. I don't know, I feel the driving is so unrewarding unless you're really into the story and the characters and you really love that kind of bonding experience. But yeah, no. I think for me the whole driving thing came at a bad time. Sorry, squeaky chair. Came at a pretty bad time because I've just recently had a daughter. She's 4 months old now, and every time we go driving in the car, unless she has some type of music on or something to soothe her, it's like ear-piercing break windows screaming. So for me to get in the car these days is just, it's a dance with death. It's just you as you roll out of the car with tears in your eyes and blood streaming down your ears. Oh wow, you don't really want to go near it again. And then Final Fantasy just chucks me in a car for like 4 hours. So yeah, I was a little bit jaded about the whole car thing, but yeah. It is actually Final Fantasy VIII. I think you get a car, like a 6-wheeled kind of future car or something in that. I really enjoyed that, and the first time I saw it, I was like, "Whoa, man! The technology in Final Fantasy these days is just amazing." But compare it to the graphics and the gameplay mechanics of this, it's just, yeah. I wonder how I ever looked back at Final Fantasy VIII and went, "Whoa, technically amazing."
According to the map.
So we're here, we're going to mine some stuff. I don't think it would be kind of cool, and I'm sure it would have been an easy thing to do if at the gathering points maybe Gladio runs over and, you know, kind of rips out a chisel and has a smack at the nodes, or he kind of, if it's food or something, he bends down and picks it up. Well, here is the massive bird. I think they call it Busi or something with BU something something. Anyway, for the legendary items later on, we face him and he, wow, just knocks the crap out of you. When I first came across him, I was thinking, yeah, I'll take him on, I'll give it a go, but yeah, not a good idea. Pretty cool. He's like, his head is like another bird. He's like a Voltron or something. It's pretty cool. I was hoping that he would be, you know, every now and then would be just walking along, say going up a mountain to get a quest item or something, and then all of a sudden I was hoping he would kind of crash into the side of the mountain and you'd have to fend him off, like smash his beak or something, and then he runs away. And, you know, he could kind of be the, kind of like a nemesis thing when you're around Hammerhead, and he just kind of keeps on pissing you off until you finally get to take him on one-on-one. But yeah, I just think it wasted opportunity there. Oh, now I remember. We can't actually jump down here. We have to go all the way back, which is a shame. Oh, there's a cave there. Can we go in the cave? I didn't see this before. No. No? Oh. What a wasted opportunity. Why would you put such a tempting rock there? They could have hidden a cool little item there, but no. Oh well. So I think this video is getting on a bit. I'll see how editing goes, but I think I might head back to town, Golden Key, and we'll wrap this one up. So this is just the introduction to it, so, you know, a lot of story building and stuff like that, but hopefully it picks up a little bit the next time we play. But I would say in the early stages I plan to do a little bit of farming to try and get all my stuff together and really be pretty prepared so I don't get one shot by every mob in the game. So I'm going to be farming AP for a little bit. Just let me know if you want to keep the farming in, then I'll keep it in. I'm sure I'll find something boring to talk about in that time, but if it's something you'd like to see, then let me know. And just let me know about this format in general. Like, do you want to see a long play, or do you guys prefer just kind of like highlights of it, or what? I know the way I commentate or play get the hell out of the way, mate, or play the game, I find it hard to kind of just get incredibly excited over things. Like, I know I see a lot of people on YouTube, they go, oh man, I picked up a potion, holy shit! And they just go into this like teenage fit over a potion, and you're like, alright dude, I'm pretty sure you get like 1,000,000 of those in the game, but good on you. Which is fine, like if that's what they do, if people like that, that's cool. But for me personally, I really can't do it. I actually did a few test runs of commentary on a few different games, and it just sounds so ingenuine when I do it, and I don't want to come across as ingenuine. And my general way of talking is fairly monotone. I think people say I'm pretty monotone in most of the things I do, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Maybe I'm better suited to guides. Now, dude, go park in the parking spot.
Then do a Yui.
Hey, there's a parking spot right there. Oh, Ignis.
Should be a nice trip.
It's just the rigidity of this car. Like it's a tank, man. I should get a little hatchback, little 4-wheel drive hatchback thing. Just mount the curb, smash it right into the parking bay. But no.
We need to replenish
Did I learn my parking spot? I better off, man. I don't want to be doing that drive every time. Alright, so we got his the ore that he wanted, or the stone, or I probably should be paying more attention to the actual game at the moment. And here we go, look at this sprint. Oh, skills. I'm getting better and better. Anyway, we'll give the stone to Dino, and then I think he will progress us to... Oh, hello kitty. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, I think he leads you onto a tutorial about fishing. No, I'd pick him up. You should be able to get a cat accessory and put him on your shoulder. Have him riding around there. Bit of commentary and stuff. It'd be pretty wicked. Yeah, once we give this stone to Dino, I think we'll progress to chapter 2. So I might pick it up next time from here. So once again, I know I just said it, but anyway, tell me how you feel about this whole thing. Is it something you like? Did I put you to sleep? Can you use it as lullabies for your children? I mean, I don't know. This is my first attempt, so my audio may not be that great, but I'm pretty confident with the capture. I'm doing it in the highest quality I can, so hopefully that, for one thing, is good. But yeah, if you got any comments or suggestions, just leave them below. If you like this, like it. If you don't like this format, by all means, give it a dislike. Don't feel bad, because I really need that honest feedback at this point so I can grow the channel and make it something that you guys enjoy. So anyway, until next time, this is Lemon Eating Cow, and thanks for watching.